Welcome to my kitchen. My name is James Libera, and no, I am not a certified chef, but I do have a passion for cooking. And there's one particular dish that both myself and my kids do enjoy, and I wanted to share it with you. If you like seafood and you like pasta, then I'm going to show you everything you need and all you need and how to cook it. That's all you need for this particular recipe. Scallops, shallots, Romano cheese, butter, and fettuccine noodles. Okay, we're back. Over here, we've got grated Romano cheese. This right here is a Ziploc, but it has a special thing, a pump that you attach to it right here. And this pump is able to, take out all of the air and make this Romano cheese last a little bit longer than it would if I didn't have this bag. But here again, I ground up some Romano cheese and I put it on a plate. Like I said, I love just the simplicity of using a plate like this, so I don't have to make a lot of dishes while I'm cooking. Same thing when I use something like this. Just to put them on here, you don't want to put raw food on something you're going to eat off of, obviously, so I just put them on a plate and then I'll throw that away later. Back over here, we still got the water, and it's pretty much coming to a boil now. I'm going to start putting the fettuccine, the thick noodles in there pretty soon, and we'll get started. Okay, prep time is almost done. You want to take the shallots. Shallots are a significant part of this dish. If you don't use shallots, you're not going to get the main, the taste that you want. And they're just, it's like a sweet little tiny onion. These are really good. And when you caramelize them in some butter, they are amazing. And it doesn't take long to cook them. I like to use a big knife, a nice Michael Myers knife when I'm cutting up stuff like this. Just because small knives, I feel like to be honest with you, I have less control. A smaller knife, maybe just because I have bigger hands, I don't know. But take a knife that's comfortable for you. It doesn't have to be diced up perfectly. Just, as you can see, I'm not a master at dicing up shallots or onions, but you just want to get them cut decently up. That way you have them chunky and you can throw them in there and this becomes part of your sauce. Okay, it's time to put the fettuccine noodles in. I tend to break mine in half and then you just put them in the water. Okay, we're back. Okay, while the water's still boiling and cooking the noodles, you want to take olive oil, as you can see right there. Any kind, I only have a little, but any kind will do. You just want to put a little bit in the saucepan. I'm going to show you exactly how much. You don't need any more than that. Once this saucepan gets hot, that stuff's going to spread throughout the entire pan. It's going to give you a nice, thin coat of olive oil that's going to be able to sear those things and not create too much mess. Okay, the shallots are diced up. Michael Myers knife is nicely placed on the marble cutting board. When you're cooking, always remember to have fun. Put on some music or, sing holiday songs. I know we're getting close to the holidays now, and enjoy yourself, and try new things. A lot of times I went online and I would look up new recipes. What I'm doing right here, folks, is I'm moving the oil throughout the entire pan. Like I said before, it's going to spread. I want this, as far as my temperature goes, they say high heat, but these are electric and they get really hot really fast. So I'm going to put mine on medium or a little bit above medium here. And that's what's good for me. But you want to test that, make sure that, if you have a meter and you want to read, most people don't have all that stuff, but, some people want to test the oil exactly. You can do that too. Me personally, I just want a nice thin coat so I can sear the scallops. Only a couple minutes on each side, that's it. It's really quick, and I'll show you how. Okay, what I did here is I took the scallops off the plate and I folded a paper towel in half, just laying them on here just to absorb the moisture, and so that the scallops are at now room temperature. The plate had a little bit of moisture in the plate just to show you that they're still like in that thawing process. You want to make sure that they're completely at room temperature so that the sear is perfect on both sides. We're adding some salt and pepper right now. And pretty much all that is just taking some salt and pepper. You know, I like to use sea salt. And put a little salt over the top. And, you know, a lot of this is going to burn off, so you don't want to, worry about how much or how little you're putting on at the time. It's pretty much preference. Don't put too much salt on, just because you just don't want to ruin the taste of the meat itself. Because it will get too salty. The pepper, you just want to dash it throughout, and I kind of just pat it throughout like this. You know, not too inconsistent, but just a nice smooth layer over everything. And I don't know if you can see that, but okay, there we go. We just put the scallops on. I set the timer for 2 minutes on each side. You know, you just want to put them on 2 minutes, flip them, another 2 minutes, get them seared. Don't have to touch them or move them in any way. Just leave them just like that. If you want to cook them a little longer, just because you want to make sure they're done, that's up to you. You know, depends on the meat. Sometimes they're bigger. These are pretty big, so I can go like 2.5 if I wanted to, or 3 minutes. While that's cooking, I'm going to drain these noodles. Basically, that's all we're going to do is just drain these noodles right here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in a bowl right now. I'm going to set them off to the side. I'm going to add a little bit of butter to that bowl. Okay, I took a little bit of butter and I mixed some butter in here, and let it go to the bottom and let the heat of the noodles allow it to melt that butter. Go back to some olive oil. Take a little olive oil. Pull olive oil in your noodles as well. It's going to keep them from sticking. It's going to also give it a nice coating over it as well. As you're stirring it up, meanwhile that 2-minute buzzer is going off. So you're doing this all at the same time, and if you prepped right, you shouldn't have any issues. So as you're stirring this up, all I'm using is just the butter knife that I used to cut the butter with. You're done. That's done. Turn this off. The 2-minute timer went up. You heard the buzzer go off. I turned them over, and they have a nice sear, nice coating. The olive oil did its job when it's cooked down there, made a nice sear on one side. And I'm going to wait another 2 minutes. Timer's on right there. And once that timer goes off, I'm going to take them off and set them on to the side. Alright. It's a simple dish, but it is oh so good. I love making this dish. My kids love this dish too. So we splurge every once in a while, and it's very easy to make, as you can see. And I hope you try it, and tell me if you like it.